Hello all, welcome back to Kalyan Cloud YouTube channel. In our previous video, we have discussed about what is DevOps and what is DevSecOps and what are the different types in DevSecOps. We have implemented a pipeline using the tool Terrascan to find out the security violations and to detect the compliances across the infrastructure as a code. Like we have implemented it for the tools IAC like Terraform and ARM template. Like today we will be discussing on the tool called Mend, which is used to detect all the open source component that are used in your software. It will provide the real-time alerts on the vulnerabilities and the outdated open source components and generate the comprehensive up-to-date inventory, license and security reports. Let's start with our demo. I'm using the project DevSecOps for this. Like before going to create a new pipeline, like we will try to understand what are the tools that what are the languages that Mend is going to support. Mend can support C++, PHP, Java, C Sharp, Go language. Pretty much it is covering all the languages, as it was mentioned, like it was able to support more than 200 programming languages. And first thing is like we need to install the extension for our Azure DevOps. Like over here you can see this is the marketplace. This is the plugin which will be used for the demo. I'm going to install this. So the plugin of the extension of Mendbold is successfully installed. Formerly it was called as whitesource tool. Like don't get confused like with Mend and whitesource, both are still the same. So we'll go to the pipeline and we'll create a new one. So over here create, I'm going with the classic editor. So my repository is in my Git. So here I'll be taking a Java based project. Which project will yeah, I will go with this project, which is Maven based. Continue. In the template, like I will be basically selecting the Maven. So over here I'm selecting Azure Ubuntu. In the task I will be selecting the Mend. Save this. Before thing, like we need to remember, like if we have installed the Mend, like you need to basically do some configurations. These are the initial steps we need to do. Like if you to go to the organization settings, under down, like you can see the extension for Mend. So over here, like you basically need to provide some of the basic information. So like the once you have provided all your details, like it will be after submitting, like it will be showing like this. Let's go back to your pipeline. So that's it. Like there are no further configurations that are required. Like if you want to provide the name of the project, like we'll name the pipeline as we can leave this as it is. save on queue. Oh, here Med has started doing its work. So the build has been successfully completed. Like if you go and see, like it would have traced the complete pipeline, and here in the log you can see, and it has generated and it was the detailed report was being put here. So let's see how the report will be and what are the risks that has reported. So here you can see it was using, there were two high security vulnerabilities, like which was with the library JSON 2.3.1, and it is showing the fix as well. Like this was a very good thing with the man. Like it is showing, like if we are going to upgrade to the version 2.8.9, like the issue will be resolved. So if there are, let's see if there are any license restrictions. Like no, we don't have any license related issues. Like the thing we have is like we have vulnerabilities, two vulnerabilities with this. So let's try to fix this. The version which they are suggesting is 2.8.9. Okay. So let's go back to our repository. Over here there is a repository. We will be able to see our dependencies or dependencies over here. It was reporting the vulnerability for this version. So let's look into it. So over here, like we are using some version like something around 2.3.x, and the latest version is 2.10.x, and the pipeline is suggesting, the Mend is suggesting us to consider the version as 2.8.9. So over here, okay, this is the code. If you want to use this dependencies, like this will be the block of code. Okay, everything seems to the same. Like only thing we need to consider is like 2.8.9. We need to change this. Let's change to 2.8.1. Commit the change. So let's go back to our pipeline again. We'll rerun it. I'm not going to change any of the configurations. I'm just rerunning. So again, whitesource has started to trace our code. So the build is successfully completed, and we'll go to the reports and check. Like here, like we will be having a tab called Went Bold. In this, like we will be able to see the reports. Okay, this time you can see the security vulnerabilities were set to 0. Like in before build, like it was showing 2 errors, like 2 security vulnerabilities. Now it was set to 0. So the risk that was showing were fixed in this build. So in this way, so like this, like you can use Mend to decrease the vulnerability risk.